Welcome to the top 10 interesting Michael Jackson live facts for die-hard fans. Welcome Michael Jackson fans, my name's Anthony King and today we're going to take a look at the top 10 Michael Jackson interesting facts with him performing live. Now this is for eagle-eyed fans and some of you may have noticed these things before, and if you have noticed, you count as an eagle-eyed fan. Congratulations. But for those of you that haven't noticed these things, I hope you enjoy. Number 10. Michael Jackson's Bad Tour in Japan. Michael Jackson opened his Bad Tour in Japan, and when he was performing Bad in Osaka, he almost forgot to introduce and thank the band. However, if you look at his concert in Tokyo, he did forget to thank and introduce the band and walked straight off stage without doing it. Number 9. If you look really closely on Michael Jackson's tours, especially the History Tour, you'll see that right at the front of the stage there's something rectangular in shape around A4 side. And it's right at the front of the stage, sellotape to the stage. And I'm going to reveal what that is. It is Michael Jackson's set list. Michael Jackson at the front of his stage has a set list written down so he can remember what songs are coming next. And you can see in Madison Square Garden in the amateur footage, you can see him reading from it because he forgot what song came next. Number 8. In the first leg of the History Tour, if you look really closely, you'll see that Michael Jackson had a metal rounding edge of his loafer shoes. It was a silver metal edge, and this was only on the first leg of the tour. And you'll also notice that he had a specially made head microphone which has also had the silver theme. This was in keeping with the robotic space theme. However, in the opening night the microphone wasn't ready, so he couldn't wear it, so he wore a different head microphone. However, on the second leg of the tour, the shoes had gone. More History Tour facts coming soon though. Number 7. Michael Jackson performing Smooth Criminal in Moscow on the History Tour. Michael Jackson's sheets that came down at the beginning of Smooth Criminal didn't go back up in Moscow. So Michael Jackson had to perform the whole of Smooth Criminal with the sheet in front, which means that the Moscovites didn't actually get to see Michael Jackson perform Smooth Criminal. In fact, they did have a little bit of the view of the screens because the screens were behind the sheet, but they didn't actually get to see him perform it, and he was visibly upset by this. However, this is not the first time that this has happened. If you take a look in Soul Career on the History Tour, the sheet stayed down for a little bit longer while he's singing Smooth Criminal. If you take a look at the Tunisian History Tour, you'll see that it stayed down for long and he hit it out of the way like that. And if you look at 1999, Michael Jackson and Friends in Korea, the sheet fell on his head and he had to remove it from his head. So it's happened, malfunctions quite a lot. And one other thing, if you look really closely, you won't be able to see it on the footage, but the actual sheet is pulled up by actual human beings. Number 6. Billie Jean microphone stand. If you look at the BBC original broadcast of Michael Jackson's Dangerous Tour in Bucharest, you'll see at the first verse of Billie Jean, Michael Jackson grabs the microphone and he almost hits himself in the face with a microphone stand. He swerves out of the way. However, if you've watched the HBO edit, you will not have seen this as it was edited out and changed with alternate footage from the Munich Dangerous Tour. So get a hold of the original version and you'll be able to see what's happened. And if you look closely on the HBO dub, you will see that the lip sync doesn't work because they dubbed it. So he was singing live, but they dubbed it with Munich because of that incident. Number 5. Michael Jackson, Wembley Stadium, London. If you look really closely during the song History, you'll see that his gold badge on his jacket midway through the song falls off and he doesn't notice and it falls straight on the stage. If you're lucky enough to see the Top of the Pops broadcast, they actually broadcast it live. Number 4. This one is going to seem really strange. However, it's true. Michael Jackson only performed the main Thriller chorus dance on one tour in his whole life. Yes, that was the Bad Tour. So what I'm saying is that in the last 20 years approximately of Michael Jackson's life, he did not perform on stage the main Thriller chorus dance at all. Yes, think about it, it's true. Number 3. Michael Jackson performing I'll Be There in Gothenburg, Sweden. If you take a really close look at Michael Jackson performing I'll Be There in Sweden, you'll see that he runs off stage while his backing singer sings Jermaine's section. However, if you look really closely on his right arm after he's returned, you can see that he went off to get a drink, he spilt the drink all down himself, and it's still dripping all down his arm onto the stage when he returns to the stage. Number 2. Talking about I'll Be There, if you take a look at the Dangerous Tour Bucharest version of I'll Be There, you'll see that when Michael Jackson's leaving the stage, he's cold. He's going like this. I want a jacket. He's talking to his costume designer, Michael Bush. After he runs off stage, there wasn't a jacket available for him. So what did he do? He said, Bush, give me the jacket off your back. Michael Bush gave him his own jacket to wear, and Michael Jackson runs back on stage, and if you look at the original edit, you will see that the band are laughing and Michael laughs with them, and he comes on to perform the rest of the song in the costume designer's jacket. It fits perfectly, and if you watch the rest of the show, Beat It especially, Michael Bush comes back out in the same jacket. And here we are, the number 1 remarkable, interesting Michael Jackson live fact. If you really enjoyed this, I hope that you subscribe and take a look at my blog, because we're going to have links to everything that I've talked about today with more detail, and that's in the link box below. Feel free to comment. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I will get back to you. So here goes. Number 1, Michael Jackson's spaceship on the History Tour. Have you ever wondered how Michael Jackson, when he kicks open the door of the spaceship, the sound always corresponds with his kick perfectly? Now, how does he do that? Well, Michael Jackson could hear a countdown inside the spaceship. Literally 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. And he would kick down the door on the boom. Now, if you listen closely, you can hear it on the Kuala Lumpur version of Scream. I hope you enjoyed today's top 10 interesting facts. Please subscribe. Feel free to comment, ask any questions. See you soon. I hope you enjoyed.